Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Today, we've got an exciting matchup on 5-9, going up against the Jaguars, who come in at 11-3.
Larry, from the heartland of America, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Lucas Oil Stadium here in Indianapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Knocked backward as he'll be marked down just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Detroit! Let's go! 3-19!
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. Another good carry there for the NFL's second leading rusher, and we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
Well, I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's first or second or even third in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
Now they try the right side here, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Now a handoff here to his running back, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
That was a good, strong run there. And while it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. To throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. And some room to maneuver. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has, the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week. We're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
To throw on second down is Locke. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Third and long, it's Locke. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll look to throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. He'll take this deep in his own territory. And do not ask me to explain what in the world happened there, folks. That's a safety in the strangest of ways. My word. So,
Don't even say it, partner. Don't even say it.
The name Wrong Way Marshall comes to mind.
You said it. You said it.
This might be worse than that, though. It is. This is worse than that. So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. This is taken at the 10. And an alley to run. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Shift together here from the D-line. And to give this time to the tailback. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
The first carry now. This is Hill. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Again, it's Hill. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. A shotgun snap for Love. Looking for his receiver, sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. They're going to look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Reynolds. Touchdown, Jaguars. Big play there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And the Colts coming out now. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Going to give this time to the tailback. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. On second down, here's Love. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. The Colts on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Luck. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off at the 47, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
And some room to roam now. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped up quickly here At the 38. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. The Jaguars on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
That's Detroit! 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 Detroit!
They'll drop to throw. And James has it. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 10. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
You got him! You got him! You got him!
Gun. They'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, that's Reynolds. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. He had his lone attempt blocked earlier. And Parkey's kick is good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier. And this time, there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Here's Luck now on 2nd down. On the right side, this is Miller. And they'll get him down here at the 23. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. Out of the gun, Luck. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And taken right at the 35. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And this offense is going to be set up with a 1st and 10 inside the 15. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So this brings up a 2nd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half. Just 1 yard to go here on 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top, as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about team script.
No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And the Jags grab it. And they'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
And he'll bang that one through. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Here's Lott. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
The Colts on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Back to throw. Lott. It's caught. Shepard. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Throwing is Lott. And he's got room. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
2nd down following the run. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. A handoff as they run the counter play. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Colts send out their punter. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Going to give this time to the tailback. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. And just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 4.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now a handoff here to his running back. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go.
He'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. And he'll give it here to his running back. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
Detroit! 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 Let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
And this one is right down the middle. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting, and he's able to convert for 3.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Colts on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now it's locked. A man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him. On 2nd down, Hill. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. That was a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And to give this time to the tailback. And he takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. On 2nd down, Hill. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. Luck now to throw. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. And now out come the Jags. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just...
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And now he's got him in a great spot at the 8-yard line here, 1st and goal.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. On 3rd down. That's Reynolds. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground.
Here we go now. 3, 9,
Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Offense needs something here on 2nd down. It is 2nd and long. A handoff as they run the counter play. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And the Colts getting ready to go. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
And this one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed. Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is knocked down from the side at the 19. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The Colts on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. Now they'll run it on the toss. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Colts send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It's taken to the 26. A pretty good return, all things considered, but holding.
I agree with you totally. It was actually a return that they were going to be very proud of. But when you end up holding and bringing it back, now your offense has to start a little bit deeper in their own territory.
Shift together here from the D-line. And now here's a carry heading left across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Now let's go. 319. Detroit. Let's go. Detroit. Green 39. Green 39. What's the end?
Now a handoff as they run left side. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Here we go now. Blue landed.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. I know there may be temptation to go for it here in overtime, but you have to.
You